So, sketchbook 3, I think we're getting towards the end of June, and I think this was our first outing, or one of our first outings with Dublin Sketchers as a group again. We decided to sketch outside and meet outside, keep our 2 meters social distance, and it was just wonderful to be out again. But it was hard to get used to sketching from life again. Things are moving, the light is changing, and it's just harder to capture. But that's what I love about it, is the challenge of it. So this was Botanic Gardens, perfect place to go. We went there a lot. And another view from the Botanic Gardens. And Merrion Square. Again, that was quite a sunny day. So I think that was in July, and they have a lovely little stay safe, I don't know what you call it, sculpture at the entrance to the park. And I was at the back of it and sketching it, and ruined many a family picture because a lot of parents wanted to take photos of their kids in front of the stay safe, and I'm in all of those pictures. And cranes, I'm not sure if construction had started again at that stage, but there was plenty of cranes. That was a Sunday, so they wouldn't have been moving. Another trip to the Botanic Gardens, and I was becoming fascinated with the lily pads. Okay, 23rd of July, and this is the Dublin Plein Air Festival. And I went to a few of the days. This was in Malahide, and it was raining, but I really enjoyed sketching this amazing tree. The festival had been postponed from June to July, but we were very lucky they were able to run it. And again, this is Malahide Castle. As you can see, I had all my equipment for sketching on a rainy day. And following day, or a couple of days later, in Ardgillen Castle, which I highly recommend. A great place to visit, free entry, and loads of lovely walks and fantastic views over the sea. And this little gardener's house. And we're now into August, and yes, we were sketching more and more. This is at the back of the Grand Canal Plaza, behind the Marker Hotel. There's this beautiful chimney which reminds us of Dublin's industrial past, really, and the docklands, and beautiful little corner. Now this is Booterstown and the bird sanctuary, the marsh there. It was one of those days that there was really heavy rain forecast, and I think it was really raining heavily in town, but it threatened, and we managed to sketch almost without rain. I think there's a few drops of rain on that. I use my umbrella. I can sketch with an umbrella open. And there's more from Booterstown. And this was 9th of August. We went on the quays, kind of across from the CHQ, and the other side, a beautiful little church, and some of Dublin's iconic buildings. And it was cold. August, of course it was cold. And another outing in St. Patrick's Cathedral. It's getting its roof repaired. It's costing a lot of money. You can sponsor them, but it's expensive. So I love scaffolding and I love cranes. Oops, sorry. This was another sketch done from the car in Bray, on near Florence Road in Bray. The weather wasn't great. My back was giving me trouble, and I just stayed in the car and enjoyed sketching. This is in it's in Dunleary, and that's the DLR lexicon, the big library there. It was raining, so I had to find shelter, and it was kind of a bike shed with cover. And getting to the end of August here. More rain, I think. Yes, you can see that's what rain does to watercolour. This was again in UCD. I'm kind of obsessed with that building, but I haven't captured it properly yet. And this was a quiet sketching morning, I think, from St. Stephen's Green, the top of the shopping centre. There is a food court, so with great views over Stephen's Green and down to the Shelburne Hotel. And yeah, a whole gang of tourists or students, not sure, maybe students arriving from abroad. No social distancing, no masks. Hey, they don't care. Okay, for a completely different look here, 30th of August, I decided to do some more virtual sketching. I went to Japan. I have a friend who lives near Nagoya, and she doesn't live in that big house with those beautiful trees, but she lives in that neighborhood, and I just loved Japanese trees. They're really interesting. 2nd of September, found shelter under the arches at the Royal Hospital Kilmainham. Emma, nobody around, just a few sketchers sitting on benches well away from each other, but still able to chat at the same time. And this was in the gardens in the Royal Hospital Kilmainham, the beautiful formal gardens. Oh, there's one more, Dunleary again, and me battling with my umbrella. You'll find it often I complain about the weather. But still, I wouldn't have it any other way. And this was by the Liffey, 6th of September. I think it stayed dry, more or less. This was the Island Bridge, the war memorial. And I was just really interested in the river and the greenery all around it. Ooh, one more for this one. We're back to not sketching together. I think this was last week. Dublin has entered level 3, which means that we can't really meet anymore. So I sketch this from my car in Blackrock. I have one more sketchbook.